welcome back. We're here in the world of Monster Hunter once again. Hopefully my audio levels are correct this time. Last stream, the game audio was a little loud and my voice was too quiet. At any rate, I'm back here. Last time we made it to 4-star, and this time I've gathered some items and changed my armor, because I'm going to do a pretty important 4-star quest. 3 herbivore eggs. So we're delivering eggs this time. It's going to be tricky, which is why I've made some preparations. But this quest has a chance to reward me with one of the items I need to upgrade the lance to the next stage. So I want to do it first, in case I get the drop. Okay, cool. I brought extra cool drinks, more than I thought I would need. And so I'm going to just grab the remaining one at the item box after I've ended the quest, or in case I need it. So this quest is tricky. I did look up a guide ahead of time, just kind of by accident, actually. What I meant to look up, I was really just interested in looking up some of the quests I'd already done. See if there's anything I didn't know about or think of to help fight the Cephalos, for example, in Velocidrome. Oh yeah, this is going to be hard, huh? So, like the other egg quests, once you grab the first egg and leave the nest it's in, some of the infinite respawning stops. So the recommendation for this quest is to grab the egg, leave the nest, and then drop it right away and start clearing out monsters. In this case, we're going to clear out the Genprey, I should say. Oh, hello, there's one now. Genprey are going to be really dangerous for us. Cephalos, not so much. It's not too hard, it shouldn't be anyway, too hard to avoid them, but I'm going to have to slay the Genprey because they're all over the place. Or it seems like they are. We do have a 50-minute timer, which is very generous. So, rather than dropping the egg right away, I am going to try and run it back from the nest and try and get as far as I can. I'm not going to spend a power juice on it, though, because power juice is precious. I brought 5 of them just to be safe, but oh, I went to the wrong place. Also, the emulator's being weird about capturing my input, so hopefully that's not a problem. I may have to give up on this little gamepad display as much as I like having it. Alright. We're gonna have to slay the Genprey, definitely. But I will try and run the egg back. One thing that's really unsettling is that the author of the guide I was reading said they talked about the Velocidrome quest in pretty calm terms. But when they talked about this quest, it was all caps, multiple exclamation marks. This quest is like the most hated quest by this author, who didn't think that the Velocidrome was that bad. The introductory sentence to the Velocidrome quest in that guide is, "This quest will test your patience." Fair enough. But this is the one they were angry about, and I had a lot of trouble with Velocidrome, so I can only imagine that this one will be pretty bad too. Let's see. Oh, the Genprey have moved. That's interesting. I'm gonna just book it, more or less, for the exit. Since the Cephalos like to circle in the middle, your best bet is to stick along one of the walls. Just pick a wall and stick to it. I guess the wall that'll be the shortest travel distance. So like the south and west walls of the areas. I don't expect to get through this unscathed with this current egg. I'm probably going to get hit. But if I can somehow get it back, then that'll save time in the end. So that's what I'm going to try and do. You never know. Trick is to serpentine, so that the Gendrome don't hit you really easy. I do like to jump those Genprey. I think I keep saying Gendrome by accident. It's a really nice courtesy that they changed the naming conventions by Monster Hunter 3. At that point, you just have things like Jaggy and Great Jaggy, Baggy and Great Baggy, Roggy and Great Roggy. It's a little easier to keep track of and harder to say the wrong one. Those monsters also look significantly different than their smaller counterparts. So, Monster Hunter only gets better from here, which is a good thing. Anyway, this Genprey will not leave me alone, and it is hard enough. It is hard enough to keep my eye on one Genprey behind me, but I also have to keep an eye on Genprey ahead of me and all the Cephalos who want to grab me too. Let's see. This is very tense, by the way. I'm mostly talking to break up the tension a little. Relax myself more than anything. But it's a little less tense in that I've kind of allowed myself to fail this first egg. Boy. It'll be really bad if I make it all the way to the arch and then lose it at the last second. But so far I'm surprised by the fellow who wrote that guide. Because this quest has not been that bad yet. And I mean, I complained a lot, during the Cephalos and Cephadrome quests. But those were really, when I was editing the footage together for highlights, I realized that it wasn't terrible, it was really just time-consuming. Which is not great, but it was not as bad as I was whinging about. Or whining, if you prefer. Oh, come on. Boy, Lance, it is hard to hit stuff with the Lance in this game. Oop. Uh-oh. My next hit, I'm gonna get paralyzed, I swear. Okay, here we go. Oh wait, you fooled me. I thought you were knocked down. I guess not. Anyway, Genprey materials are going to be pretty useful, so I want to collect them when I can. Let's I'm not sure if I should be killing the Cephalos or not, because they think they respawn. Even if they don't, it'll take so long to slay them, and none of them are really causing me any trouble when I ran the egg back a minute ago. There we go. There's one more Genprey. So, now that I've taken an egg out of the nest, all the monsters that were spawning forever before should be no longer infinitely spawning, so we can clear the way. We can clear the way of Genprey and Apsaros, which feels bad. I don't like slaying the Apsaros. They're kind of like big rhinoceros. Or Ankylosaurus, I suppose. Nodosaur. Like like that one that was dug up in Canada. Like almost totally intact. Apsaros are kind of like that. So I feel bad about slaying them, but it's part of the quest. Once I've done it once, I probably don't need to do it again. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I've noticed that the small monsters seem to take... They do seem to have weak points like large monsters do, so they'll take more damage if you hit them in the head. There we go. So, if I'm lucky, I'll be able to slay a Genprey in 2 hits instead of 3 with this lance. I can't tell, but it seems like the star levels do affect how much damage monsters take. Because I'm pretty sure I've slain Genprey in 2 hits with this lance consistently. But at this, in 3-star. But here in 4-star, it's taking more. So, it's something to look out for, I guess. Also, the Genprey armor... I don't know if I'll make the Genprey armor. Probably I will. Oops. Oh yeah, I guess that's another reason to drop the egg right away. My cool drink has expired, and I haven't grabbed my second egg yet. But, I don't know, I might end up with enough time left that I don't need to use my last cold drink. We'll see. I hope I don't have to, because the quest gives you 2. Oh wow. Hit it midair. That was totally by accident. I have tried hitting Velocidrome in midair with the greatsword, and even though you have that big swing arc, the slow speed of the greatsword means that you don't really have much of a better chance to hit them than with the lance. So, it's just not, it's not as much. I thought it would be easier by a lot, but it isn't really. Alright, there are only 3 to deal with, that's not too bad. Plus, Apsaros can drop medium monster bones, which is really valuable. Usually they don't, though. And it's kind of annoying. Oops. Come on. I wanted to knock that one down so that I can slay the other one without getting hit. Oh, wait. I thought they stopped respawning. This might be a problem. Let's see. of the Apsos that I've knocked down already. This big fella isn't giving me a chance. Oh, okay. I think a fourth one did spawn, but... Oh, there's another one. That's a problem because that's also the exit. So... I thought the guide said that they stopped spawning. But maybe that's just the Genprey. This will be a problem. Oh yeah, my sharpness degraded and I didn't notice. That's one of many reasons to get the next lance, because my sharpness will be better. I do have a lot of time, so I'm going to experiment and see if I can actually clear the area of Apsos. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. It seems like they've stopped spawning. Man, I hope so. Alright. I'm gonna take a power juice. Pick up an egg. Or carve the Apsos. Oh, I got a medium bone. Alright. Okay. It seems like we're in the clear now. Oh, that's weird. I thought that power juices maximized the stamina bar at 150, but I guess not. Well, I got the egg, so this trip should be a little easier. All I have to do is hug the wall and keep that R2 button pressed. So, among my research for this game, I also found some bad news. It's kind of sad news, I guess. Because I had looked down the lance weapon tree, and I saw something really neat that I didn't expect to see. But it's an online-only weapon, as it turns out. So I probably can't get it. I am compelled to try, you know, joining like a private server or something, just to see what it is, what it's like. Because I couldn't find any real footage of this lance anywhere. So to explain, in Monster Hunter 1, when it came out in Japan, all you had were the lance hammer. Oh, there's Genprey left. All you had were the lance hammer, great sword, and sword and shield. Those were the only weapons. When the North American version was released, they came up with some additional great swords that looked like Nodachi or really large katanas, but were still great swords. And they added some dual swords to the sword line, which would eventually get fleshed out into their own weapon tree in later games. But the dual swords actually behave differently. And this was, there's like a Japanese kind of expanded, upgraded version. I think it was Monster Hunter G that also included those changes. And those are the only ones I'd ever heard about. This sort of long sword, like great sword, and the dual swords, dual blades. But the lance tree seem to have... it has a weapon in it called Gun Lance Prototype, which I thought the Gun Lance didn't come around until Monster Hunter 2. Naturally, I was excited to see it, but the materials for it are only available from online areas, and it probably you can probably only craft it at like the online smith. I'm gonna get rid of these other Genprey because I think I must have just missed some. Either that or they actually stick around for some reason. That would be really annoying. So anyway, I saw this Gun Lance, and I was like, oh wow, the very first Gun Lance in a Monster Hunter game, that sounds really cool. But I can't get it. It's possible that I could cheat it in, but it might actually be faster and even easier to go like the semi-legit way and join one of the possibly still running online servers for this game. People have come up with private servers. Oh, come on. Storytelling is really hard when you're trying to slay these little monsters. What was I saying? Yeah, so I'm semi-committed to finding a way to get this weird lance, which, for all I know, it just looks like a gun lance and plays the same as any other lance. You know, it might be a total waste of time. But I haven't seen... I was trying to look up, like, YouTube videos or any... Oh, what's this? Oh, that Genprey was in the next area. I was trying to look up YouTube videos or any kind of... even, like, a screenshot of somebody using this weapon just to see, like, what it's like and what it looks like. But honestly, it seems like it wasn't what I thought it was. And even though I kind of want to try get it, I don't think it's worth it. My thought is that it just is... It's a fire damage lance. And my guess is that it just looks like what the gun lances would eventually look like in later games. So, that was my little bad news. Oh, it seems like... Oh, and my cold drink expired. That's bad. Yeah, this quest is pretty bad, it seems like. Power Juice also didn't last long enough to go the whole way back. And I might be so... If I am really unlucky, then all the Apsaros will have returned as well. And I'll have to slay them again. Hey, look, they're Genprey over there. I think they just... They may be gone from Area 7, but I think they just respawn in Area 2 forever. They're right at the edge of the map, too. So these ones definitely just spawned in. Boy, I'm trying not to get hit because I want to recover all that red health without using a healing item. That Genprey over there is beyond my reach. But I guess it'll come over to me. I don't want to deal with it. Okay. I think these Genprey will keep respawning, so I just have to go back to the Apsaros nest in Area 8 and grab the third and final egg for this much maligned gathering quest. Okay, the Genprey are gone from here, so at least this way will be a clear shot. Oh, maybe... No. I'm thinking maybe the power juice lasts longer if your stamina bar is longer. I don't know why it ran out so quickly. Okay, the Apsaros were gone, that's good. So, I'm gonna be a little boring and let my red bar health come back before I take the power juice and cool drink that will help me get back home. Who knows, maybe there's an idle animation I don't know about. So we're just chilling. We're just chilling here. Yeah, looking at my progress, I'm not sure I'm even halfway through this game yet, because there are a lot of quests left. I think 5-star has even more than 4-star. And I'm not sure. That's why I'm eager. That's why I'm looking at guides and stuff. I'm eager to get along with this game. Get through it and make my way to better monster hunters. Alright. I'm gonna take my last cool drink, the power juice, and we're gonna go. Because my red bar health is filled up enough. And I don't even know why I waited. If I get hit with this egg, I'm just gonna have to go all the way back anyway. So there's not really any point in waiting for my health to come back. I don't know why I did that. Yeah. Oh, I was also going to say that I looked at other lances I can make, or that I might want to make. There aren't really any other ones. This one might be the lance that I end that I fight the final quests with. Because honestly, looking at some of those other lances, not only can I not make them yet, because they require monster parts I don't have access to, but they're not really significantly better than this one. Or at least they aren't significantly better than the end of this lance tree. Though this game, unlike the later ones, doesn't tell you how much element damage you get on the element weapons, so it's hard to tell if they're actually good or not. I'm also not sure how element damage is calculated in this game. Basically, it's a little bit like Pokemon, where monsters have elemental resistances and weaknesses, although it's unique to each monster. They do follow some patterns. And you can do extra damage to a monster by hitting it with a weapon imbued with an element it's weak to. Of course, an element with no weapon will just do regular damage, and is going to be good enough in most cases. My impression is that this game doesn't lean too hard into the elemental stuff, because most of the weapon trees only have like a few elements accounted for across all the weapons. Boy, this is really nerve-wracking. Ah, well, back I go. I should probably just run through the middle of this map like I did the first time. As long as I'm paying attention to where the Cephalos are, then it shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, this is one heck of a quest. Oh yeah, I was just rambling about weapon elements and stuff. Yeah, what's really tricky about, you notice the Cephalos have a patrol path, this circle that they go around, and they'll deviate from it sometimes at random. it's pretty unreliable. Sometimes they'll notice you, sometimes they won't. It's a total crapshoot. And that makes a quest like this all the more difficult. So there we go. I'm just going to hold up, and she'll go as soon as she's ready. Yeah. Egg delivery has certainly gotten easier as the series went on. I'll tell you that much. But the cephalots are dangerous because sometimes it's hard to tell. Like, they'll notice you sometimes, but it's pretty inconsistent. Oh, there, it noticed me now. I don't know where it's going to pop up. There it is. Should be fine. Should be fine if I just keep going. There is a better power juice that lasts longer, but I don't have the materials for it, unfortunately. That would help a little bit in this quest. Oh, that's weird. This time that I had the power juice, I got maximum stamina. I don't know how that works. Or I don't know, maybe the maximum stamina was random. Maybe there's a bug. Who knows? Okay. I'm gonna stick to... You know what, I was sticking to the outside wall before. I'm just gonna go for it this time. And I'm just gonna have to look out for the land shark cephalos as they come through. I don't know. It's probably a bad idea. Because I'm kind of, oh man, Genprey almost got me. Oh. Boy. And again, Genprey, the trick with these little prey monsters is that normally, if you're moving at walking speed, they actually jump far enough to overshoot you with that really big jump. But if you're sprinting, they jump just far enough to hit you. So they're incredibly dangerous right now where I'm sprinting all the time. Oh, no you don't. Come on, come on, come on. Where's the edge? Bring me to the edge. Oof. It would be a classic Monster Hunter moment would be getting hit as you reach the end of the stage. The end of the area. Ooh. Well, I get one of the other cool drinks from the box. But, boy, I hope I get that commendation because I don't want to do this quest ever again. I will look up that guide if I have to, though. Aw, man. I wanted to do the dash. The lance charge with the quest complete. Quest completed! We did it! Oh, there it is, commendation. Goodbye, egg quest. It's a lot of money, but the one thing that was worth it is the commendation. I can't make the lance upgrade yet because I need more Macholite, as is often the case in this game. But I've saved and I got it, and that is all I cared about. Let's put away everything. Now I gotta decide what quest I'm gonna do next. It depends on what's on the list, honestly. I'd like to get more Macholite for the better lance, and I'd like to get better armor. The best armor, from what I can tell, at least the best defense that I can get is the Cephalo's armor, which means doing the Piscean Livers quest again. Which I've done it a few more times off stream for farming, and it's actually not as bad as I complained about when I first did it. Let's see. I guess the Kut-Ku armor will be good for any fire monsters that I have to fight. What else? We have high metal, which is pretty strong. What is used to make that? More Macalite. Surprise, surprise. I would like to make the Vest White armor at some point. At least it has zero... It has a little dragon resistance, which might be useful. Steel... Oh, okay, I was wrong. Steel mail is the strongest that I can make right now. I want to say that steel armor has some kind of useful armor bonus, but I don't remember what. Is there a full steel set? Looks like it. Alright. At this point, I'm mostly interested in upgrading the lance. We have everything except for 7 Macalite, so I guess I'm going farming. Well, actually, yeah, I'll go farming, and then if there's a cool quest to end the stream with, I will do that one. Yeah, so let's get the gathering tools. I've started bringing bug nets around because god bugs are really useful. And even though old pickaxes break easily, it's good to have them because it gives you that many more chances to mine from places. Because this game doesn't have the like mega pickaxes and stuff that later ones do. I'm not going to do the Genprey one because I would like to get paralysis resistance first. I could do that one maybe. I'm not doing the land shark, I don't want to. Gypsaros is probably really hard. For now, let's do... Oh, we don't have the jungle mushroom quest, so you know what that means. It's back to the forest for the classic mushroom picking quest. Yeah, this quest I've gotten down to science, almost. I've done it so much. Oh, okay, there we go. I don't know, I was pressing... You can see because of the display, I was pressing the button and didn't want to pick up. Oh yeah. I forgot that it gives you an old pickaxe in this one. There we go. So, probably the old pickaxe will break during the quest and I can just get a new one. Oh, I forgot. I like to have the bone mail for gathering because you get hunger reduction, but I forgot. Oops. I have to update the overlay anyway, so maybe it's just as well. If it turns up in the quest list, I'd like to do the Capture Yian Kut-Ku quest. Because I read about it, and there actually are tranquilizer bombs in this game. I thought there weren't, but there are. They just must be... wait. They just must be supply items that you can't have outside of the quest to capture a monster. My guess is that they're going to give me maybe 4 at most. 3, maybe 4. Let's see, will I get to... Okay, there's nothing else. To get the most money in this quest, I'm going to do the little trick I learned, which is to return all but one of the mushrooms you need to complete the quest, and then gather 10 more, and the extra 9 are money. money flows pretty slowly in this compared with even Monster Hunter 3. I'm just gonna get as much Felvine as I can. There we go. Let's be sure. I need two. Oops. I need 2 mushrooms from the veggie elder here. And then I can return home to the item box and proceed with the rest of this gathering mission. This personal gathering mission of mine. It's funny, like, the more that I've done this quest, the more that I've learned about the region. Like, there's actually another honey gathering point that I didn't know about, hidden in Area 9, because Area 9 is dangerous if you're dealing with large monsters, but it actually has some useful gathering spots. Let's see. The only trouble that I've run into is running out of inventory space, which is just how this game works. But, you know, it'll be a big relief to go to Monster Hunter 3 with all of its quality of life improvements. Alright. So we got 1 mushroom left to complete the quest, and a whole area to explore. Something else I really love about 3 is that there are dedicated gathering quests that that allow you to do whatever you want. Every region gets its own dedicated quest where all you have to do is survive the time. Oh, we have more gathering to do. Alright, I'm gonna switch. There we go. The game glitched out there for a second. But it's really nice to have the opportunity to visit a region with all its materials in it and just gather. I don't know why they didn't do that for this. Unless the online worked like that? I don't know, maybe there are online quests where you can just tour around a region and gather what you need. Who knows? I certainly don't. Where'd that veggie out? There you go. I'm also not gathering from every gathering point that I can. Oh, I don't think he's going to trade anymore. Oh, he will. I'm not gathering from every gathering point that I could, because I'll just run out of inventory space, and also... Oh, thank you. I also have an excess of herbs and a lot of blue mushrooms. Just a lot of items that are taking up so much space in my item box that it's better to focus on the stuff that I really need for now. If I ever run out, then... Boy, I'll try that again. If I ever run out of any of those, I always have this quest to come back to. So, here we are in the jungle again, or the forest, I should say. But I will do another hunt after this quest. There's no way I'm going to get all the macrolite I need to upgrade the lance anyway, so I may as well just go on to another thing. And if I can't beat it, then I'll lose, and I'll have learned from it. It seems to me that one of the features of these games is that you learn when you need to make upgrades by failing quests. that you aren't otherwise ready for. Oh, I got all 10. Nice. So, at this point, I'm doing well with current armor and this lance. Although I could have a better lance. The armor's doing pretty well for me, so at this point I don't see a need to upgrade the armor yet. Trying to think. Elemental resistant, if I decide to fight something like the Gypsaros or the Velocidrome, they don't do any elemental damage. Oh, that's right, Bugman. They don't do any elemental damage, so I don't have to worry about that. Oops. So this armor should be fine for that, even if it's a little weak. The 4-star Velocidrome quest is interesting to say the least, because it's 2 Velocidromes, so I don't know how that'll work. Normally they call more Velocidrome to the party, or they call more Velociprey to the party. I think they get like up to 3. On top of whatever Velociprey are already in the area, so... I don't know. I think that's the quest I'm going to do next, and we'll see how it plays out. So I might switch back to the bone armor to get the hunger reduction. But yeah. I also got the impression that in this game, they kind of want you to diversify and make like make multiple different weapons. Because, you know, there aren't any lances that do lightning damage, for example. And if you want to deal lightning damage to a monster, then you're out of luck if you're a lancer. This is the other honey gathering point, by the way. I don't know how you would tell, except that there's you can kind of see the beehive up there. Well, it was worth exploring. Honey's pretty valuable, so even though there was almost none of it there. Okay, I don't need this. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go past these fellas. I don't want to get hit because I don't have the anti-thief bone armor skill. That was the other reason I wanted bone armor, is because the Melinxes will still hit you. They don't do any damage, but they will leave you alone and not actually steal anything. Right now, though, they will absolutely steal something valuable. Guaranteed. They're also hitting each other, it sounds like, because they can't quite get to me. Okay, we're out of stuff. Let's see if I can get out of here safely. I'm running. Area 9, absolutely the most dangerous area in this map. Let's see, we got our mushrooms. I'm gonna do the normal thing. Area 5, even though this is only a 3-star quest, Area 5 has reliably dropped Macalite more than any other gathering point that I've seen. Even in like the desert and the swamp, the jungle. Even though, because those are higher starlight, those are like rarer areas of thought. Whoop, okay. Hey there, Rodeo. It's going a little better since I finished that Desert Egg quest that I hope to never do again. Got the commendation from it, so I'm satisfied. Let's see if we can... Okay. I'm gonna try and do something fun. Let's see if we can get... Nope. There's one more Velociprey. I'm gonna try and split. I'm gonna try and hit the Velociprey midair and get that classic Monster Hunter 1 split. I did the 3-egg quest, which is the worst one so far. Come on. At least in the 2-egg quest, you can clear out all the Velocidrome. But that 3-star one, you can clear out some of the little monsters, but some of them stick around. Okay. This fella has one more hit on him. Dang it. Oh well. Here I was trying to show off. Yeah. Yeah, I was saying earlier that the guide for this game talks about, oh, what am I doing? I'm talking about egg quests, and I'm going to grab eggs when there are none. The guide that I looked up for this game, you know, Cephadrome is a pretty annoying monster to fight, but that quest, that guide was just like, you know, Cephadrome will test your patience. Is pretty cool. The 3-egg delivery quest was talked about in very angry terms, like all caps, multiple exclamation marks. Ooh, yeah, Powder Stone. The Powder Stone quest is only for online, right? I hope so. I don't want to have to do it. Boy, I'm getting all whetstones. Yeah. The only online quests I'm going to try and do are the ones that you can cheat in eventually. That'll be like a special extra episode or something. Special extra stream. So yeah, glad to hear it's only online, because I know about the Powder Stones from later games, and, you know, not really a good way around it in Monster Hunter 1. I would assume the Cephalus armor would prevent the heat damage, but I guess not. Just holding the Powder Stone is enough to do it. Yeah, exactly. I would fight the Kirin if I could, but you need a server for that. So I'm just gonna fight the other 2 Elder Dragons. I'm gonna do like Rocky and just try to go the distance. I think I've gathered everything I can in this quest. Wow, I got a lot of... I didn't even notice. I got 8 bitter bucks, which is pretty good. That's a pretty good haul. Anyway. It's funny, I tried, when I was off farming, I actually used the great swords in this game, because my actual main weapon is great sword. And they've made some improvements since this game, to say the least. Yeah, fun. I don't know if Lao Shenlong can be classified as a fun fight, but I haven't fought it yet, so I can't say. But indeed, I will just fight the fun ones. Let's get the timing right on this. Yeah, although I still love the greatsword. Even in this game, it's surprisingly usable. As frustrating as this game can be, I've been pleasantly surprised a lot of times. There we go. A little bit of fun after the credits roll. I guess the one thing you can say for greatsword in Monster Hunter 1 is that there's less to think about. You only have 3 attacks and a block. So you know, I've heard people say that the greatsword in Monster Hunter World is maybe the simplest weapon. I'm like, maybe compared with all the complicated stuff. But if you look back at this game, yes, greatsword is super simple in this game. It's basically, do you want to move forward or backwards when you attack? I'm putting everything away so I can sell some stuff. I know that disc stones can be used to make some stuff, but I'm not going to make the all the different weapons that you can do with greatsword, with disc stone, I mean. I finally got the third combo book off stream as well. Yeah, I mean the fun thing, I'm really liking the lance. I never really used it that much, but I like the lance even here in the beginning of all things. All the rough edges that is Monster Hunter 1. And yeah, I mean the lance is one of the easier weapons to do headlocking with, which I haven't had the chance to do, but I would like to try at least once. Well, I don't think I got any Maclite, did I? Let me check. No, still 3. Well, like as promised, I'm gonna fight a monster. But yeah, thinking of the other weapons in this game, light bowgun might be kind of fun, I guess, but it seems like lance is one of the better weapons. Yeah. I can see myself playing greatsword in this game, but it'd be a bit of a strain. So let's see, we've got Genprey. It's 2 Genprey, which I don't want to do that one until I have a little bit better defense. Genprey. I'm tempted to do the Genprey or Genprey hunting because it's a new zone. But boy, I don't have any poison. I can make antidotes, I guess, but I don't have any poison-resistant armor, which would be nice. But the Velocidrome quest is here, so let's do that. I'm gonna go grab all the stuff I want and get going. So let's over-prepare for the Velocidrome. I have not successfully used the various meats, the various like tainted sleep and poison meats in this game, and I'm not about to because I couldn't sneak well enough to get the monster to eat any. What else do I want? Oh, that's right, we want... Nope, not rare steak. We want well done steak, and... I haven't needed whetstones yet, but I may as well. Oh, oops, I got the flash bombs. Okay, I'm gonna stop and think about what I'm doing here. I only want to take 2 flash bombs because my guess is that this quest will give me a few. Or maybe I'm wrong. Yeah. Let's see, dung bomb. I'm gonna take the dung bombs because I made a whole bunch of them and it might be good to use. Pearl bombs might be helpful, but I'm gonna try and go with what I've got. Extra herbs for safety. And we're gonna do a quick save. Oh, dang it. I meant to change the, Yeah, I got that impression. I can see what they were going for with the smoke bombs and sneaking and everything, but yeah, I felt like they don't work very well. The guide that I was looking at didn't really talk about using them, and that the traps are mostly useful for laying, like, as a monster's landing, or such similar things. Like trapping, placing it where you know they're gonna go. I was thinking of changing armor. You know what, I'm gonna change back to the bone armor. Because it's got... The Velocidrome has that useful stun, that knockout resistance, but I like the... no, you know what, I'm talking myself out of it. I'm gonna take the stun, like the stun resistance that you get from that. And, I don't know, there are probably Melinxes in the woods, so let's bring some Felvine. Yeah. Oh yeah, I know, I recently learned about the, how capturing monsters in this game is actually indeed the same as in later games. I was surprised because I'm used to, you know, crafting tranquilizer bombs as spares to go into a quest, but yeah. They, I guess they give them to you in the quest box, in the item box. Oh, only 30 minutes, huh? Let's see. They didn't give me flash bombs, so that's lesson learned. I'm probably only going to use the flash bombs if I'm in a pickle. I'm going to try and hold on to them. Oh, yeah. I mean, the monster usually falls asleep in later games, doesn't it? If you use a pitfall. Oh, I see. There's like a time, but there's like a time between when they actually fall asleep and when it counts for a capture. Boy, that sucks. And I guess I can see what they're going for. This... Yeah. Boy. Yeah, it's like the, they don't get hurt by, attacks in later games, which is just a convenience, really. Oh, there it is. I didn't even recognize the Velocidrome. I haven't fought it in so long. I was just like, is that a Velocidrome that's a little bit closer, or is it actually a Velocidrome? Yeah. Run and gun. Oops. Oh boy. Oops. I'm not going to make the same mistake and run at the cliff. I learned quite a while ago that there's a pretty bad bug in this game with regards to running off cliffs. Oops. Oh, wow. You're kidding. That was almost too easy. The trouble is that I'm not going to be able to carve it. Okay. Dung bombs. Screw it. Well. What the heck? That dung went everywhere. Is that what dung bombs are supposed to do? Let's actually hit the Velocidrome with the dung bomb and see what happens. Come on. Oh, this frickin' camera, man. I need a cameraman. Well, that was something I meant to talk about on the previous stream. I was wondering why the camera setup is so weird in this game. I was being very, I was thinking very forgivingly of it for the time it was made. Oh. I should have guessed there'd be a curveball. There's a Rathalos here. See you, Rathalos. I'm not gonna fight you today. Velocidrome here. Oh, that... I don't know why I did that. That actually doesn't help me. But the Rathalos is gonna see me and I'm gonna stop for a second. Oh no, he didn't see me. But, I was curious why the camera is this D-pad control in this game. Because that's super weird, and I would have guessed that... Oh, there's a Velocidrome. I would have guessed that by this point, right analog stick for camera movement was standard, because this is 2004. You know, this isn't like a PlayStation 1 game, where the DualShock 1 didn't have an analog stick at all. Boy, the Velocidrome are not very helpful to their leader. Oops. There I go, pressing the wrong button. Where'd you go? But I was curious about, you know... I was curious about it because it seems so weird, and Capcom, I learned that Capcom had... Oh, there, I got it. Wow. Capcom had, like, multiple different development teams working at the time this game came out, and the team that worked on this game, if you get ready for it, they did Phoenix Wright, which doesn't really have much bearing on this, but they did, like, the Ace Attorney games. They did, I think, Onimusha 3, which had a computer-controlled camera. You didn't touch the camera at all in that game, from what I could tell. It just kind of points at your character. It's almost like... It's not quite Resident Evil style, I guess, but it's this third-person camera that you don't control that, like, kind of sits on, like, a tree branch or whatever based on where you are. Boy. But I was wondering, like, why the camera's so weird, and looking at the other games that this development team was working on, yeah, none of them involve, like, what are now standard camera controls. And it is a real pain. Oh, the Rathalos turned up like at the last second. Oh man, I like to mess around. I meant to actually go back to the other area and see if I could mess around with him. Oh, that's a cool kill screen. Usually my kills cams are not that great. Whoops. I didn't mean to take the bone husk. Yeah. There's a lot of R3 smashing when you're playing Lance in this game. A real pain. I did actually try an alternative, since I'm running in an emulator. What a shock. Since I'm running in an emulator, I tried to come up with a different key binding, or a different controller binding that would be easier, a little more like the later games. Of course, in those games, you get some controls that are mapped to like the top and right face buttons pressed at the same time, and you can't really do that in the emulator. So I came up with kind of a thing that kind of worked, but it was very weird to navigate menus and stuff. And as bad as it is, because it is bad, this control scheme, I'm gonna stick with it because I kind of want the experience. Ooh. If I had, I'm tempted to do this one, even though it's 30 Vespoids. You get 50 minutes. I'm tempted to do this one because I have a bunch. I made a crossbow and I have a bunch of poison ammo. I could get some of the materials to make the armor that I eventually want to make. There's also the Yian Kut-Ku capture. It is the midpoint of the stream, which is usually when I take a break. So I'm going to take a break and think about which quest I want to do next. So I'm going to take like about 5 minutes to get up and stretch, maybe take a glass of water, and I'll be back with you shortly. Hey, I'm back. And you know what? I've got a lot of time left in the stream. It turned up in the quest list. I'm going to capture a Yian Kut-Ku, for crying out loud. So let's bring everything. I know what I need. I need a pitfall trap. They give you a trap tool, so I'm going to get that. Flash bombs for safety's sake. I'm going to bring lots of paintballs because I miss... well, anybody in this game is going to miss their paintball throws a lot because it is impossible to center the camera to aim. Let's see. I've got to remember all the stuff I like to bring. Herbs for safety. Probably won't need whetstones, but I'm going to bring them anyway. We're in the forest, which is nice because the jungle is hard to see in. And this is our first capture quest, so good to have all that stuff. I'm tempted to bring nutrients. I'll work without them for now. I think I'll be fine. And I'm going to stick with the Velocidrome armor because I don't want to bother updating the equipment overlay right now. Let's see, do I have anything I need? Pitfall trap. I'm going to say yes. I'm going to save just for safety's sake. Boy. I gotta say, I'm glad that I didn't get into Monster Hunter until much later in the series, because I would have totally bounced off this in 2004. Holy crap. I would not have been able to stick with this. I guess it doesn't matter, because I didn't have a PS2 in 2004 anyway. I just had, like, a pretty old school video gaming PC and maybe a GameCube. So, I was still playing like Pokemon Gold and probably Star Fox Adventures or something like that. Back in 2004. Oh, there's the trank bombs and trank ammo. Oh, when they get... Wait, they give me a paint... Ah. Well, I hope that I have enough time to come back here and pick up the pitfall trap. Because it would be a shame for that to go to waste. Oops. Classic Monster Hunter is all about crouching after exiting the item box. Alright. This is a brave new quest, so who knows what's even in these areas, what monsters. Probably a lot of Bullfango and Velocidrome, if I know this game and how cruel it is. I'm also not sure where the Yian Kut-Ku is going to appear from. Let's see. Oh, that's right. I should have the paintballs ready. I know that the Yian Kut-Ku likes to go back to Area 4 when it's hurt, so that's what I'm going to be looking out for. I bet a speedrun of this game has you bringing, like, or this quest has you bringing, like, large barrel bombs, and, you know, you bring your own pitfall traps so that you can trap the Kut-Ku and hit it with the barrel bombs first. Wait, I'm going to check Area 4 in case it's here already. It's probably in Area 10, though. We listen for the Yian Kut-Ku and hear nothing. And so the hunter leaves to search their quarry elsewhere. I think it's in Area 10. Probably. Knowing my luck, it's probably flying from some other area. So I won't be able to see it, and I'll just be running in circles for a while. Oh, no, there it is. It's a little annoying that you have to get, like, stunned for a second. Oh, wow, that was a good hit. It's a little annoying that you have to get stunned like that before you can actually attack the monster in this game, but it's whatever. We deal with it. I just hope that it hit the moss swine. You monster! How dare you hit the peaceful moss swine? Oops. That was weird. turned around and then flew away. Like, faced away from me. Oh, really? Okay, thanks for the advice. I'll try that next time I'm hunting a monster, see what works. Because I noticed that, I think that there's something similar in Monster Hunter 3 as well, that like you'll, boy, that attack I always associate with the Royal Ludroth, spitting water balls everywhere. But I guess it starts with the Kut-Ku, makes sense. Yeah. Me when I got spotted by the Rathalos. I'm sure there's meme potential in there. Come on. Yeah. Oh man. It's a shame I had to run away from that, because that was a good opportunity to get some hits in. Lucky the Kut-Ku can't spit very far. Man. Uh-oh. Oh, it's enraged. I couldn't block in time. I should probably run. Oh, wait. It's flying away? No, it's not. Hard to tell. Okay. Ooh, that was close. I'm gonna take another... Oh, Moss Swine White. That was probably a bad time. No, worked out. Okay. Let's see if I can... Jeez. That was a bad idea. Alright. No, 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 run. Run, you fool. Time for a flash bomb, safety bomb. Oh wow, the Moss Swine flipped over. Oh, poor guys. Oh, my weapon lost sharpness and I didn't get the message. Oh, its ears went back. Okay. I'll give it like one more hit, just to be safe. But I think, yeah, there it goes. There goes limping. Let's run off to Area 4 and intercept it. This is the moment. If I can get to Area 4 fast enough, I can plant the pitfall trap underneath its shadow and catch it right away, which would be awesome. So I'm going to try that. Don't go to Area 9, please. Area 9 is the worst area. Vespoids. I can throw another flash bomb. Just get the Vespoids out of here. Oh, you're kidding me. Went to Area 9? Dang it. Oh, do I get to carve? No, I don't. Oh, I've never seen that. I never saw that animation from the Vespoid. Oh, it's lifting off. Is it coming to Area 4 now? Please? Yes, it is. Okay, I hear it somewhere. Okay, let's see if we can be quick about this. But yeah, the Vespoids are going to pose a problem, as you so rightfully pointed out, Odia. Perfect, okay. I just have to get the Vespoid to pay attention to me. We did it! Ouch. We did it. Aww. It's snoring. I'm gonna listen to the Kut-Ku snore. Whoa. Sleeps with his eyes open. That's not creepy at all. Here I am with my friendly on Kut-Ku. It's just like Monster Hunter stories. We're buddies. Ryder and Monsty. I was surprised to see that there's a Monster Hunter Stories 2. Because, I don't know what you would do after the first game. But that game was surprisingly fun. I might play Monster Hunter Stories on stream, because I have a 3DS emulator. Might be fun. But, wow. It just goes to show you how much preparation and knowledge of a quest matters in this game. Oh, did I get a flame sack from that? Actually, that's a component that I'm looking for one of the lances. But anyway. Yeah, knowing what items to bring and like where to head to wait for the on Kut-Ku once it's tired. Like, that stuff alone was... Oh, yeah, I got a flame sack. That stuff alone was really what allowed me to succeed in that. And I got a spare trap tool. I didn't have time to go get the other pit trap from the quest box, though. From the item box. What quest do we have here? Best Void, Osprey. Gypsaros is interesting. I think I want to save Gypsaros for next stream, maybe. The Velocidrome armor skill might actually be useful against it. I'm not sure. Genprey. Genprey. Boy, I kind of want to do the 30 Velocidrome quest. I don't think I really need any of these for that. So let's actually, I'm gonna... I don't know. I like to sort all my items all the time, so let's do that. Ooh. But hey, there you go. First capture quest in the bag. I'm feeling really good about that. After the real struggle that was that 3 herbivore egg quest, I'm pleased. Alright, let's go kill in Vespoids. Is this one? Yeah. Oh. Yeah, as a group, they're really bad. Well, I'm thinking Lance isn't great for fighting Vespoids, but I'm gonna do it just because I'm a Lancebeth, for crying out loud, and that's my weapon. I've done it before, and I'll do it again. Yeah, we got a lot of time. We got plenty of time to slay Vespoids. Oh, I should have... Since this is a jungle quest, I really should have brought pickaxes to try and get any maclite I can. Wait a minute. I should have brought hot chocolate for this, because Vespoids like to hang out in the caves where it's cold. Oh, but there are some here. Here we go. Oh, wow. There must be... Maybe I got like unlucky with damage, and I damaged it like just enough to kill it without destroying it. That's pretty rare. Oh, Hornitor. I haven't seen them either. I was starting to think the Hornitor were only online. Oh, I'm gonna get them out of here. But yeah, I know there's a Hornitor armor. Although I forget what the armor skill is, or how useful it is. So I was wondering when they'd show up. But I guess they're here. In the Attack of the Giant Bugs quest. Of all places. Come many have I got? I've got like 5 Velocidromes by now or something. Oops. Walked right into that. Like, I know better. I know I should dodge side to side a lot of the times that I dodge backwards, but you know, I make mistakes. Oh wow. I was wondering what that skittering sound was, and it was the sound of a Hornitar. Weird. I'm like a Monster Hunter 3 guy, or at least that was my first entry. And so Hornitar, I've only seen Hornitar elsewhere in Monster Hunter World. They're kind of unfamiliar to me, except in that regard. I'm used to the Alteroths and Benahabras, which I can't help but saying Benahabra with sort of a Italian/Spanish accent, because that's what they seem to evoke. Slay the Benahabras. I wonder, I guess the Melinxes that are usually around this area aren't here now. That's a nice reprieve, actually. I can hear you, Velocidromes. Where are you? Oh, there's one. Oh wow, we got 10 already. Oh yeah, I was thinking that, I like how in this jungle, the literal visibility of the area is one of the things that makes it treacherous. I think that's a nice touch that I don't remember seeing in like Monster Hunter 3 or later. There isn't really like literal visibility like this isn't really a concern as far as I can remember in like Monster Hunter 3 and so on. But there's all this foliage everywhere, you can't see anything. It's kind of annoying, but at the same time, I think it's a neat idea. It means that quests in this area are that much more treacherous. And as with everything in Monster Hunter, your familiarity with the region you're about to go to is as much part of your skill as the twitch reflexes of using your weapon. There we go. Hey, come on now. Gotcha. Slaying those Velocidromes with the light bowgun is not any easier. Different, but just about as tough. It also eats up a lot of toadstools to make all that poison ammo, but I'm not really going to use the poison ammo for anything else, or the toadstools for anything else, so I may as well. Oh, that was weird. I guess the Velocidrome had priority somehow. It like hit me first, and then it took hit. It was bound to happen. Just in time to move away. Oh, got him. Must be nearly done. 4 more. There you are. Ooh. It would be a pretty tough challenge to get to hit a Velocidrome with a charge. A lance charge. Not that I'm going to try that. That would be madness. I will try and get some honey. I was surprised that there are a lot of items that are kind of useless or next to useless in this game. And I was surprised to see that you can earn an egg ticket offline when egg tickets are only useful online. And sure enough, the egg ticket only sells for 0 zenny. So it's worth less than garbage, which you can sell for 1 zenny. Just sort of a funny turn of phrase is that anything Anything that's only worth 0 zenny is actually worth less than garbage in this game. Uh-oh. I'm going to take a little breather to plug in my laptop. I'm not playing this on a laptop, of course, but I've got one to monitor the stream. There we go. Running low. I was about to try and deliver to the box, as if I have anything that's a quest delivery. Oh, I don't know why I went all the way back here. I could just go... down to Area 7. There are probably best boys over there. Oh yeah, Odio, I wonder if you know. Area 7 has these lobsters crawling around. Are those just visual detail, or can you actually catch them or something? Because they skitter away from you pretty fast. But it seemed to me like maybe you can catch them or slay them somehow. Oh, not Area 7. I'm thinking of Area 8 with all the water in it. Let's see. I don't hear any Vespoids. I'm gonna go to Area 8. There are these lobsters that run away from you, and I always wondered what they are. Or maybe they're meant to be crayfish or something. Oh. Aha, I sidestepped you this time. Wait, what? Oh, I guess I do have 10 left. I thought I was on, I was thinking I only had to do 20. There are these fellas here, these like lobsters that run away from you. I feel like I can't tell if they're just visual or if they're something you can actually interact with. I don't know. Because they don't like leave the area. Uh-oh. Boy, these Velociprey are just trolling, aren't they? Oh, the lobster armor. I was reading, I think I think there's an online-only monster that will drop that armor. Or will drop the pieces for the lobster armor. But maybe I'm wrong, actually. I remember there being a quest that had, like, a monster I didn't recognize in it. Boy. They're just going nuts. Oh, what? I didn't slay with that. That's weird. There we go. Yeah, and lobster armor. I don't even know what skill does the lobster armor have. I think it has an armor skill, but I don't remember what it is. It kind of stuck out to me because it seemed weird. And I was thinking, I'm pretty sure Hermitor, like the Hermitor monsters, don't show up until Monster Hunter 2. But maybe there's one of those in this game, I don't know. Yeah, hit me as much as you want now. I'm not gonna get paralyzed or knocked out or anything. Oh, wow. Once again, I'm immediately proven wrong. Learn something new every day. Oh, well, there we go. Oh. Thanks, Odio. I'll try, because I noticed there was only, like, I think one bug catching point in this jungle, or there seemed to be only one. But, yeah, I should have thought about using a bug net, 'cause, maybe I can sneak around and catch one before it runs away. I'll need to get a quest that I can actually, you know, safely gather in the jungle, which there aren't a lot in this game. Okay, I've got about a half hour left of stream, and what do we have? We have Genprey and Genprey quests. I really don't want to do those right now. I guess, well, I said that, but I guess I could do the Genprey quest. Genprey aren't terrible in comparison. How much is the Genprey armor? Boy, you need 6 scales. I'm assuming that's 6 scales for each. But sometimes they mix things up with these armor piece requirements. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that makes sense if the Plesioth. Yeah, the Plesioth would probably eat lobsters. It's a big hungry boy. Yeah, I could see Plesioths dropping like lobster stuff. There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna try fighting these Genprey. Maybe I can split one in half if I'm really lucky. Plesioth is kind of tricky in Monster Hunter 3, and I'm not looking forward to fighting it here. Because it's also a pretty ugly monster, if I'm honest. Ooh, new area. New music. I've seen this, wow, look at that. I love the map color. I bet that some of these areas are cold. Yeah, the Cephadrome hip check is pretty bad too. My guess is that it's probably down to like development problems where they didn't have time to fix it, or they like totally missed it. But yeah, the hitbox, or hurtbox I should say, the hurtbox is on them monsters is pretty big. Yeah, I don't remember having much trouble avoiding the water beam in Monster Hunter 3, but I'm sure it's gonna get me here. Just the way this game works. Wow. I do remember seeing this area in, I think the Capcom YouTube channel had like an old retrospective video. Yeah. Oh, that's true, isn't it? I guess it is the same, because the engine is the same, and I guess they kept almost everything else the same for like Monster Hunter DOS. Yeah. Oh yeah, there's, oh hey, Veggie Elder. I don't even know what I'm doing over here. I'm just kind of marveling in the area where I forgot to bring any gathering tools. Oh yeah, and the PSP, Monster Hunter Freedom. Boy, I should come back to this quest with gathering tools, honestly. I don't know why I didn't bring any. I did try DOS with an English patch, just to see what it's like, and yeah, it's basically the same as this, and that makes me not want to play it. I'm having enough of just getting through this game that I'm not going to bother with DOS. Although I understand that I think a lot of people started with Monster Hunter Freedom 2 on the PSP, like that was their entry game, which is why Nargacuga is one of the most beloved monsters. And fair enough, Nargacuga is awesome. Love Nargacuga. I would be kind of curious to see to fight a Nargacuga like in Monster Hunter DOS, like the PS2 version. But, I mean, I'm guessing the Monster Hunter Freedom stuff is the same. Or it's similar enough that it would be the same experience, but with better controls. So I'm not really eager to do it. I can't blame that Genprey for hitting me while I was trying to cut up its friend because, you know, camaraderie and all that. Yeah. Maybe I could justify playing Freedom Unite. Honestly, at this point, I'm eager to get back to, I'm eager to finish this game and replay Monster Hunter 3. Because I actually lost my save file from some dumb corruption thing that I did by accident. And I'm eager to play it on stream and get back to, well, get to all the stuff that I never did. Yeah, Freedom Unite has, like, the dual swords, but also, like, the long sword and the gun lance and stuff, right? It has most of the new weapons, the bow, I guess. Bow was one of my first weapons playing 3U, actually, yeah. Tri-Ultimate was my first game, yeah. It was one of the reasons to justify buying a Wii U at the time. And I still have it. I have a capture card for it as well. Yeah, cold area. I don't hear any Genprey. Wow, this place looks cool. And not just because it's freezing. There are probably mining points in here. Yeah, Tri-Ultimate is awesome, I love it. And I great-sworded through it, but I'm happy to play Lance through it. I'm really liking Lance, and Lance in that game, I know it has a lot of improvements. You finally have the counter so that you can do something. You have the option to do something instead of just blocking and taking all the damage. It'll be interesting. And I'm also curious to see how the Lance charge works underwater, because I know that's one people love, the Lance in 3. Oh, there are Velocidrome in this area? Huh. Just, if it wasn't hard enough to kill Genprey, they've got to throw in Velocidrome so that you don't have as many to kill. Oh, wow. I've never seen two different, like, of the prey-type animals in the same area at once. I don't think that ever happened in Monster Hunter 3. And try. Like, you would have, like, a quest where you might find, Jaggy in one area and Baggy in another, but you never saw them together at once. That's weird. Yeah. Third encounter, you get the horizontal swipe, which I don't know how useful that'll actually be, but maybe it's good for bug hunting. I don't know. The counter makes a big difference, definitely. I did use the, like, Monster Hunter World Iceborne, like, super counter or whatever it's called, and that was pretty fun to use. So, I guess Lance has only gotten better with time. Yeah, I want to go to Area 10. Yeah. Certainly by Gen 3, it was much more reasonable to pick one weapon and main that one weapon for the whole game. Because it's a good reason to really get stuck in. My first weapon in Tri-Ultimate was actually... Even though I eventually went Greatsword main, my first weapon was actually the Switch Axe. And then I went Bow because Switch Axe was too complicated. I, like, never got the hang of Switch Axe. And I played Bow until I realized that it was really hard to cut tails with a bow. And eventually I went back to it, like, years later. And I'm glad that I did, because I went back to it and I played Greatsword. And Greatsword in Monster Hunter Tri-Ultimate is great. It's awesome, I love it. And I'm eager to play Lance and just have that experience. Finally do stuff like fight Elatreon, which I never did. The furthest I went in Tri-Ultimate was finishing high rank. And then I slayed the Devil Joe. I did the Devil Joe quest, and you know, talking about tainted meats and stuff, that is the one monster where tainted meat is actually useful for anything. And only to a certain extent. But boy, I kind of miss Monster Hunter Tri-Ultimate right now. When I'm getting knocked down by the weakest monsters. And like there's no time to block. Oops. Yeah, I never got to G rank, and I'm hoping to do that on my replay. Because I fought some of the, you know, the typical ones that you think of. Like, Zinogre might be my favorite monster from 3 Ultimate. But I managed to fight some of those good boys and girls. I was after playing. I think I didn't fight the Gen Moran Siege until after I'd played a lot of Monster Hunter World, and I was pleasantly surprised by how good the Gen Moran quest is, especially when compared with like Zora Magdaros, which is just boring. Like, the Zora Magdaros quest isn't terrible, but it's nothing like the Gen Moran, if you ask me. Oh, cool, one more. Oh, if that was the last hit, I might have actually got it. Okay, let's try it. Let's try for it. Come on. Oh, that's right. It takes 3 hits to kill. Oh, okay. Is it gonna jump this time? Come on, buddy. I know there are a lot of subspecies turn up in G rank for the first time. Like the different Nargacugas and the Stygians and Ogre and stuff. I never got to fight them, though. Oh, come on now. Boy. I think I wanted to split the last Genprey in half, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do it. Come on. I don't know which one is the nearly dead one. Oh, I got it. Nice. Kill cam. Split monster. Yeah, I managed to hit a bunch of Velocidrome in half, like, when nobody was watching the stream. And I just had, like, it was so dumb. I just had, like, a lot of dumb luck. I guess there was no pressure on. But I'm happy with that. Also got to see the camera going underneath the ground for a second there. You have to enjoy the bugginess of an old game like this. Weird, I've been playing, like, it just occurred to me that I recently beat the second Ace Attorney game, so I'm just immersed in, like, 2000s Capcom lately, completely by accident, honestly. Wow, look at that. You don't get to see it after it got split in half, but that's a nice kill cam. And I don't have enough Genprey to make the armor yet, I don't think. Let's take a look. Because if I remember correctly, you only need the chest, arms, and legs to get the stat armor bonus, the skill bonus. And if I have enough, then that would be a good idea to make now, so that I'll have it for future. How much is that? That's 13. I have enough to make 2 pieces. And I have enough money to make them too, so screw it. I'm going to make 2 pieces of the Genprey armor, and I'm going to put them on because they're better than the Velocidrome. They're better defense, I should say, than the Velocidrome that I have right now. Let's see. We need scales. Oops. We need Genprey scales and those Bullfango pelts. I don't know how many. And iron ore, which I have a lot of. So let's go make it. Here we go. Let's make the Genprey torso. Yes. I'll equip it now. I think if I understand the skill description correctly, the Velocidrome armor skill is prevents you from getting like stunned with stars around your head, which is not a bad skill to have, but it hasn't really been helpful to me lately. No wait, I wanted to put stuff away. So let's look. Alright, so it's this. It looks the same as the Velocidrome armor, but it's just colored Genprey colors. That's neat, I guess. We need 6 more scales, so only a few minutes left in the stream, I should say. I keep wanting to say episode. I don't know why. But what can we do for the last few minutes? Oh wow. I was hoping to see some new quests in here, but the only one in here is the 2 Genprey quest. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna have a little fun. Kind of save scummy fun. I'm gonna save. And then I'm gonna see... I'm gonna fight the Rathalos in the first Wyvern Egg quest. I'm gonna see what that looks like. Because I've thought about it, and it's occurred to me that if you have good enough equipment and enough time to do it, oh, hang on. I might have to... There's a suspicious thing in chat, and I may have I may have blocked terms. I may have automatically blocked some common terms I didn't mean to. Well, anyway, hopefully that's not a problem. Hopefully your chants are not getting blocked. But I wanted to... Yeah, it's the 2-star quest. Just for fun, I'm going to run into this quest, and for the last 6 minutes of the stream, I'm just going to go at this Rathalos and see what happens. Because Rathalos... among the many monsters that got redesigns, Rathalos is one of them. Visual redesigns, I should say. And he looks pretty bad in this quest, I've got to say, in this game. I much prefer the, like, updated Rathalos that looks... they, like, moved his talons and stuff to be more bird-like, and to make sense, so that it could even stand on its own 2 feet. Yeah. We're gonna go and cause some ruckus. I don't know where the Rathalos is gonna be, though. Just gonna have to... Oh no, that's right. The Rathalos starts in Area 4, I think. and you've got to like run past it. Okay, there you are. Oh, wow. Oh, that's interesting. It didn't poison me, though. So I guess maybe Rathalos doesn't poison you in this game. It's super weird. It's not like a Rathalos at all. Where'd it go? Where'd he go? Where'd you go, Rathalos? I came out here to fight you. Oh, that was weird. He was like T-posing off the edge of the cliff. Alright. Apologies for the music, but that's just the nature of this area. Huh? Yeah. Rathalos and its big tail. I think my lance is not strong enough to do a headlock. Oh. Oh, it does poison you, but it only poisons with the talons. Interesting. And that fire does a lot of damage. But yeah, that's neat. I forgot that Rathalos' talons are poisonous, not the tail. Well, it's a little early, but I think I'm going to call it there for the stream. Thank you all for joining me. Sorry for the chat. I don't know what's going on with the chat, the block terms in the chat. I'm going to have to fix that. But I'm looking forward to seeing you next time when we'll do some more new quests. And who knows, maybe I'll even have a new lance by the time next stream comes around. Until then, I'll be seeing you.